Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here with my review of the Power Rangers Dino Charge 12-inch figures. So these are the, obviously, 12-inch figures, like I just said. They're sort of dubbed the nutcracker figures. They are these really tall, slender figures with very minimal articulation and mid-range paint, I guess I would say. But yeah, they've been doing these for the past few years. I'm not usually a huge fan of them. I actually like these a little more than I usually do, but they seem to do pretty decent if they keep making them. And from what I've seen a little bit and heard, a lot of parents and kids tend to buy them, so I guess they're good for that respect. But anyway, just a very quick look. I'm going to take a look at one of the boxes because they're all pretty similar. There's no profiles on them to read, but they're in this nutcrackery Turbo Man doll style box. Advertises the weapon it comes with. It'll say the name of the ranger. This one's Green's box. You get a cool shot of whichever ranger you're getting on the side, which is nice. And on the back, there's also a cool promo image of whichever ranger it is. And then advertises the other ones in the line. Advertises the scanner app, all that good stuff. So nothing too spectacular, just always show the boxes at the beginning of a new line. But anyway, so this first wave, I guess, comes with red, blue, black, and green, in case you're colorblind. I wonder if any colorblind people watch my channel. Anyway, that's for another time. But let's see, I guess I'll just use red as like the base model for articulation. Like I said, very minimal stuff here. You have a just a swivel forward and back, and you can go around 360 for his arm. His leg can move forward very minimally back. You can't move out on the arm or the leg. You cannot swivel the chest. You can just sort of see that it's molded. And his head can move around 360. You actually do get some up and down movement, which is nice. But that is pretty much it. They're not really meant for that type of thing. It's kind of like, oh, you can swivel the arms here. There's that. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of these figures, but I don't know why. But I actually think these don't look half bad, and I'm kind of digging them in a way. I kind of wish they would merge this with those like 8-inch sound figures in some manner, or at least the style. Just giving these guys a hinge joint at the legs and the arms would make a world of difference into making it a more awesome figure. Like I said, these seem to do pretty decently with kids, and I guess I could see why in a manner, but I definitely think that they could actually be pretty awesome figures by just simply even giving them a hinge. Full-on articulation for these would be sweet, like a really like a large scale ranger figure like this. Just adding the articulation here, a little more paint, they could be awesome. But even just as simple as the hinge joints could make them even better for me, because the paint here is kind of mid-range. It's like, I think, look how shiny that is. You can see me. Ooh, that's weird. Look, it's making weird patterns. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I got so distracted. But they're like midway, I'd say, between like the 5-inch figures, which are pretty well detailed, and like the bike figures, which aren't. Like, they get the helmets pretty well. There's really not a whole lot missing. The sash here does have the main colors. You're just missing some small little details there. As you can see, the belt's not painted. And the gloves are gray instead of the white like they should be, which I think would be a really easy thing to fix. But yeah, that's pretty much all you get. You do get the saber as the sole weapon. This sort of pan I'm doing of them is pretty much all there is. I wish that they all came with interesting weapons, like maybe give one of them the sword, one just the gun morpher, maybe one the combined. I don't know, just to keep it interesting instead of them all having the sword. This is like that game Jenga, I guess? I don't know. All right, but yeah, so all the articulation's the same, so now I'm just going to kind of give you a quick little pan of them. But yeah, they're pretty basic. I don't know. There's such a weird conclusion for me because when I opened them, I actually liked them more than I thought I would, but I still have little nitpicks that I think could really solve it. Like, they're pretty basically painted, but I think I could live with that if they just fixed a few things. Honestly, at very minimum, I would be happy if they just changed the gloves to the proper color. Because I could see picking up these more often for little larger display pieces. But just the minimal articulation would be really nice. And I don't remember if we're getting those 8-inch sound figures this year. I don't remember if I saw the listings or not. Obviously, I'm not using the little turntable I have for these just because it would seem ridiculous. Although it would be very comedic, like somehow like a large ray got onto it, or a shrink ray got to my my turntable. I don't even know what I'm talking about in this review. I got distracted by the shininess of a helmet. Alright, now we'll just take a quick look at greens. Sorry about my arm there in your face. We got greens, stay standing up. You can swivel his little like knee joints around so that he doesn't fall. Let's do a quick closer pan in case you want to see it. Closer pan, Trunks and Goku. We'll just do a Dragon Ball GT of this. I don't know. I'm really weird with references. Like, I'll just say one word and I'll be like, hey, look, there's a reference. And it's not even a reference. It's just me saying words. Now I'm just talking about nonsense. This is one of those reviews where I'm in really weird form. But yeah, overall, I don't think these figures are terrible. I think I could see kids liking it. With the exception of the discrepancy in the silver, I could see picking, one or two up as a nice little larger display piece. But overall, I'd say they're probably a pretty easy pass. I think they are figures that have components to be really cool, but just aren't quite there yet. But they're pretty basic figures that just could be cooler. Like I said, this is one of those reviews where it's really weird to get to a point for me. But just sitting there, they honestly don't look too terrible. But yeah, I'm such a weird reviewer where I'll give like a positive and a negative one right after the other. I feel like I made my conclusions really difficult. And now I'm arguing with myself about my conclusions. This is for personal time. Alright, but anyway, I've wasted enough of your time. Until next time, make sure you check out the crazy podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.